Perfect. Well, we want to just welcome you all. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're so excited that you invited us to do this. I'm Bridget Olson. I am the campaign manager for Big Climb. And this is Stephanie Hall, who is our new director. She oversees both Big Climb and Firefighter Climb. Which is 2 weeks before our climb, which is an amazing event, which you might have heard of. But really today we're really just focusing in on Big Climb, and we want to thank Team Stairborn for being our gracious hosts. They were first time team last year, and it was amazing. It's just been such a nice, it's been so nice to get to know this team, and you guys just were so positive. So we're so excited that we're going to hopefully expand it. Last year, you guys had 6 members climb, and as we heard, Crystal kind of was... She was the team captain, kind of killing it, but we will let her share her training stories later with you guys. But we just want to thank you so much for all the energy you brought for Big Climb last year, and we're just excited that you're back. And I'm going to hand it over to Steph now.
Thank you. And I'm just going to, oh no. Okay, it's not letting me share sound. That's interesting. Hold on one second. I'm going to try a couple different things. Hold on. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go to your device's auto settings and select. Interesting.
Sometimes it acts weird. I know I had an issue for a while sharing sound.
I know the sound part sometimes.
Sorry about that, because we have a video we want to share about, the rebrand from Leukemia and Lymphoma to Blood Cancer United. There we go. That worked. Whatever I did, I don't know what I did. I just started randomly hitting things and it worked. So awesome. Let me share my screen.
Oh.
So we're really going to just start today with grounding ourselves why we climb. So this is Lars, and he's our Seattle honored hero. So in November of 2020, he was diagnosed with ALL, and despite many obstacles and countless hospital visits, his family and medical team remained hopeful. And true to form, Lars met each day with a quiet strength far, far beyond his years. And even when the journey grew more difficult, his laughter, gentle spirit, and will never faded. So his path was not an easy one, and his family witnessed unimaginable courage in his short life. And through his time here, and though his time here was far too brief, he left a lasting mark on everyone who knew him, and his wisdom, warmth, and boundless love continue to inspire those. So he reminds us why we all climb, to really bring hope, fuel research, and fight for a world where no family has to endure what his did. So this year we have the privilege to honor Lars and his family at the Big Climb Seattle event, and so this one's for Lars. And also, some of you may know us as Leukemia Lymphoma Society, and we'd like to share a brief video to introduce our new name, Blood Cancer United.
For 75 years, we've dedicated ourselves to realizing a world without blood cancer. Together with you, we've formed a community of patients, caregivers, supporters, and so many more. And now, to better reflect all we have become today, it's time to evolve, to serve more patients than ever. Later this year, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is changing its name to Blood Cancer United, so that every blood cancer patient knows here they have a home, a place to be uplifted, unwavering, unstoppable, united in every step. Under a common cause, we move forward. While our name and how we look will change, our mission flows stronger than ever. Now we can better represent all blood cancers, delivering crucial support, resources, research, and services, and investing everything in our patients. Because together, we are Blood Cancer United.
All right. I know that video had mentioned in September, so it's a little old
For
marketing wise, but just I thought it was a great video that just really highlights why we changed our name so that we can really be representative of all blood cancer patients that we serve. And this slide just shows a little bit right now of how we're affecting people right here in the Pacific Northwest. So you can see here we've had more than 4.7 million in copay assistance to patients in the Pacific Northwest and 236,000 in financial assistance to patients. And Blood Cancer United is really an evolution, and it's not really a new beginning. It's going to help us build towards our bold goal to enable patients with blood cancer to gain more than 1 million years of life by 2040. And we can really, like I said, reach more people that need us. So, hand it over to Bridget to share a little Big Climb overview.
So the big question of what is Big Climb and what does it entail? This is probably like one of the biggest hurdles that when people are building out their teams of like, trying to understand exactly what it looks like if they haven't done it before. And so Big Climb is, we are celebrating 40 years this year. We are so excited about that. It's kind of crazy to think about that this event started in Seattle, and now we have expanded it into 12 different markets for Blood Cancer United, which is amazing. And every market has a different venue that they, some are in stadiums, just depends on the city. But this is crazy that we're up against 40 years this year, and everybody is just really kind of leaning in and getting excited about this and supporting this amazing event. So Columbia Center is 1,300 steps, which is awesome. People are always, okay. I'm going to just pop in since somebody just put in the chat. Can you run? Can you race, or do you climb? Yes, you can do either. We have 2 separate stairwells for that, which is great. So you can sign up as a racer, or you could even decide on that day. So as you come up, when you start, we go up an escalator and then we split off. And so you can even change your mind that day. If you decide you're feeling like you want to race, you can always race. But yes, we have 2 different stairwells, and all of it is timed. So it's really cool. You have a chip in your bib, and people, we have people that have been climbing for 30 years and are trying to beat their time. We have people that climb that take an hour to climb. It just doesn't really matter. Everybody goes at their own pace. And the other big question that I always get is, how long in general does it take somebody to go up to the top? And really, I would say we kind of looked at it. It looks like about 30 minutes is kind of the median time that it takes people to get up, but there is no worry about going slow or fast. You can go at your pace for sure. And then the other question, of course, is how fast? What's the fastest time is always another question. And I think last year the top time was 9 minutes. So there's some crazy times. And that's what's kind of fun about it. And some people stick with their team and climb with their team. Some break off. It's really up to the team and how they want to attack the stairs. But this year, our goal is $800,000. Last year we almost hit that amount. And so we're really excited this year. People are geared up. We've got really a great start as far as teams registering and getting excited about it. To date, the Big Climb has raised over $27 million in Seattle alone. So we have some big shoes to fill this year, and we're just really excited. And we would love to have as many people as possible. And so if you feel inspired and want to have any questions about anything as far as the physical part of it, I hope you'll reach out to me. But I'm going to pass this over to Stephanie.
Awesome. So this year, we would love to see more Washington State departments join the climb. And, whether you create your own team or join the incredible Stairborn team, we have, it's such an amazing opportunity to really support the meaningful mission, build agency camaraderie, promote wellness, and show statewide leadership in supporting blood cancer patients. And we will still be listed as Leukemia Lymphoma Society as we transition to Blood Cancer United. And the CFC code is 54425. And any Washington State employee can use that code. And then for payroll deductions, we'll put all this in a follow-up email as well. But for payroll deductions, each donor needs to designate BC Seattle and their specific team, whether that's Stairborn or a new team that you're going to start for Big Climb Seattle. And then this right here is in case you'd like to sign up to join Team Stairborn. You can just scan that QR code right now and join the Stairborn team. And then we'll also be putting in follow-up materials how to form your own team as well. So with that, I will hand it over to Bridget.
Really just kind of going back to why it matters and why we do this is just really every step that these teams really, they're passionate about, and it directly supports people in our own community that are facing blood cancer. And the funds really do fuel groundbreaking research in our area. And we have so many real tangible projects and research projects that are happening right here in Washington. And we just are really excited about this event and hope you will think about joining.
Thanks, Bridget. And I saw a couple of questions in the chat. Thanks, Crystal, for responding to some of those. But yes, so you can bring your water, but then there's also water stations on certain floors as well. So, and then parking is provided that day as well in the Columbia Center parking garage, right in the same building. So you just have to make it all the way down the stairs and to your car to get home that day. And then, yeah, if you are not able to finish due to physical issues or anything like that, no worries at all. You climb what you can climb, and we're grateful for every step you take. So yeah, those are a couple of the questions that I see in there. But we'd love at this point just to, open it up right now to any other additional questions. If people want to come off mute or continue putting them in the chat to just see, we'd love to have every department represented today, and get involved. And it's quick and easy to register. So registration's free. And then it's $150 fundraising minimum to climb. And we just want to thank you so much for just taking the time to learn a little bit more about Big Climb and really open it up for some of the specific questions you might have. Or just some dialogue about Big Climb in general. So that's really what we got for today.
Hey, Sue, do you want to, as a CFD representative, do you want to talk about how the CFD works with Big Climb? Because we do, this is also a CFD fundraiser. So can you talk a little bit about that?
So how it worked last year, I'm hoping to expand it this year, because last year we had trouble with people that weren't state employees. So I'm hoping to add a credit card part so people can use their credit card and not be a state employee. She hasn't gotten back to me yet on that. In fact, and the other question I needed to ask her, because last year, it was the first time they did something like this. So they had issues, and hopefully they've worked out some of those. But last year we couldn't add any more people after I gave them the list of names. So I want to know if we can do that, because if we can't, we want to make sure we have everybody that we want to be on the list at the beginning. So, but anyways, and then they'll give me a monthly report of how much each person has raised, so that we can make sure that everybody is getting to the 150 thing. And last year it was really nice because we sent an email showing who hadn't made it yet. And we had a lot of WDVA staff who went and made sure all those people had their $150.
And I know that we had talked also about some of our CFD fundraisers that we normally do within the agency, having those fundraisers go towards
Yes.
the Big Climb also. So
Yes.
I
yes.
know that it can be a little bit intimidating to be like, oh, I have to raise $150. Like, I have this commitment of raising $150. We as an agency want to help you with that also, with the
Well,
stuff that we're already doing.
That's a good idea, because in February we'll have the Valentine's Day egrams. So if we could have that, to maybe there's scan codes for each individual where that money can go to their pocket, that would be great. So I will see if I can do that, if that can work too. So I'm sure Jake can set up QR codes as soon as we have it set up, so that it can go that way as well. So, and I think I just had a meeting earlier, so I'm trying to see what else. I think the next event is not until after the Big Climb. So the Valentine's Day, but we did really well on Boo Grams. We did $197, and we did that in a week, and it was $1 a gram. So that's 197 people who bought Boo Grams. So
My sound went off, so I saw you saying things, Sue. Hopefully it recorded.
I would say if you have any questions, I know this is a small group, but it's still kind of like public. It's out there, right? We have different people here. If you have any questions from any of us who participated, I know it was me, Grace, Fred, Kathy Nyland, Tucker Flood. Am I missing anybody? Terry Westhoff. Yeah. If I'm not missing anybody, but who participated last year. And it was really, I haven't been personally affected by anybody in my immediate family with blood cancer, but there are definitely members of our team who have been directly impacted themselves, but then also there have personal ties with family members and close family friends who have been affected by these illnesses. So helping support this means a lot. So hopefully, if you have an interest, whether you've been impacted, you have family or others, or you just want to join something, and, from a wellness perspective, which was kind of initially why I was doing this, then and if you have questions or hesitation, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us to answer questions or provide support, because, it sounds like a lot. It is a lot, but then also it's, most everybody completed it last year. We did have people who didn't complete it last year, and that's totally okay. We're all supportive, and it was still, I think, those people are still coming back to participate because it's a worthwhile cause and endeavor, and any reason you find to participate, we would 100% encourage you to look into that further and lean in.
And there's a lot of really great unity. Like most of us, except for the crazies like Crystal and Terry who were racing. I mean, the exemplary ones. A lot of us went up together. And there was a lot of unity as we did it together, but also with the people that you had no idea who they were. It was such a really wonderful, positive environment where everybody is cheering each other on. Everyone is going through the same pain of going up those stairs that hurt. It was just a really positive, uplifting environment and experience.
And I was with you guys in spirit. If I wasn't in a boot, I would have been there. But
Totally.
but and I don't have anybody in my family affected by blood cancer. But I was personally affected by cancer, and any research on any cancer is a research for any cancer. So, and I've done the Avon Walk for breast cancer. I've done it 10 times, and yes, it's Walking a marathon and a half is painful.
Ugh.
And there was some interest, I know also, we don't have any, hopefully we can send this recording out to other state agencies and see if we can get some involvement from other state agencies. But even if we are interested internally within WDVA, our department, to find a way to make this a little bit more competitive. I know Terry was interested in doing that because a little competition is always fun. And, you know, we could have costumes and themes and kind of build that local support and build that excitement. Also, we can do that. Or if everybody here, like it looks like we have a lot of central office staff, to do it together. You could do that as well.
Megan's coming from the east side. I'm checking to see who's here. Megan, you're representing Spokane.
Yes, I am.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if there's any interest in doing anything a little bit more competitive, you know, let's bring that up as well, because we are open. We are looking for that.
Mhm.
And we do have a lot of people come from, we've got a lot of great people that come from the Tri-Cities, that come for friends and family teams, and Spokane. And so there's so much excitement around that feeling. And I'm so glad that you said that, because that is definitely how we feel about it. And it's so wonderful to see people just kind of bond together for such a great cause. So yeah, we just are really excited and really do hope that you'll reach out. Please reach out and if you need any sort of information at all. No question, happy to answer any of the questions. But I will say that anybody that was intimidated about joining and registering last year, everybody came up, the people that I had communicated with came up to me and was like, oh, really wasn't that bad. And I'm like, I know, I'm so glad that's how you feel about it, because it was amazing. It was so amazing to see all different walks of life, people coming together and doing it at their own pace, you know. So thank you. Do we have any other questions or stuff? Do you want to finish?
Yeah, just if there's no other questions, just thank everybody for their time and the interest that they're showing in Big Climb. We hope you sign up or support in a way that makes sense for you, this amazing event for an incredible mission. And we will follow up with an email with our contact information. So if any questions do come up or any aha moments that you want to, connect with us later on, we're here for all of that. And we hope to see you all in March. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Bridget.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
Stephanie.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks everybody for attending.